A wonderful morning to you all Reddit engineers. Welcome back to Sonnet Institute of Technology. My name is Bruce Malawudzi and I'm super excited to be your instructor throughout this video course. This is the Reddit Certificate of Expertise in High Availability Clustering. This is module 2.5 and in this module we are going to install and configure Apache. And please note that this exercise needs you to do this configuration on both cluster nodes. So we are doing both on both server 1 and server 2. So once you're done installing your Apache packages, you need to add this line into the Apache configuration file. Once you add that line, we will then add Apache service to the firewall exception and then reload the firewall. So without wasting time, let's get started. So back in GNS3, we are required to install the Apache service. So we'll install the packages and then we'll do the configurations as well. So this particular exercise requires us to do on both cluster members. So that will be on server 1. Once we're done on server 1, we move on to server 2. So let me log on to server 1 and start configuring. Okay, here I am on server 1 and I've logged on. So I need to install the Apache packages. So that will be yum install httpd-y. Okay, so it's installed. Now I need to edit the configuration file. So that will be vim etc httpd conf httpd conf. So I can append that line, so I can scroll down right to the end. Okay, so I need to append that line. So okay, so the lines are okay, there we go. So that will be location. I hope you can clearly see from there. So that will be location, server status, and close that. Okay, the second line is set handler. Server status. The second line, the third line is order, deny, and then allow. The next line will read deny from all. The next line will say allow from the loopback address. And then I need to close this configuration. That will be that. Okay, so let's go through it. So this is the line which I've appended. So it reads location, I leave a space, and server status, server dash status, and then the second line reads set handler server status, and please take note that there is a space here as well. And then the next line reads order, there is a space in between order and deny. The next line reads deny from all, there is a space between that and between that. And then the next line reads allow from, so there's a space there and there's a space there, and that's our loopback address. And then we close our configuration. So I can exit from here, right and quit, and I can add Apache to the firewall exceptions. So that will be firewall CMD dash the keyword permanent, and it's very important. So I'll say dash add service equals HTTP. I can add HTTPS if I want to as well. Firewall dash CMD reload. Now I'm reloading the firewall services. Now let's check if our changes were made successfully. That will be firewall firewall CMD and then list services. So you can see that we have HTTP and HTTPS. So we are done from server 1. We can exit from server 1. Let's go to server 2. So back in server 2, we can install the Apache services. Okay, I can clear the screen. What I can do, I can simply copy the Apache configuration file from server 1 to server 2. That will be easy. So that will be secure copy, root at server 1, and the file is in the etc httpd conf httpd.conf. Okay, so instead of going through the configuration file, I can just simply copy the configuration file from the other server, which is server 1. And so I'm doing secure copy. I'll log in as root server 1. This is an alias and it's already defined in the etc host file. And then the file which I'm trying to copy is that one, and then I would like to copy it into, so I'll replace the existing one. So that will be etc httpd conf right there. So I just confirm and log in. Okay, so you can see that the file has been copied. So let's confirm. That will be let's say more. Yeah, I can do more etc httpd okay, there we go, httpd conf. Alright, so let's scroll to the end and see if those lines are there. Those are the important ones. Okay, there we go. So we do have those lines. So instead of wasting time, we just copy the configurations over. Alright, so now let's add Apache to the firewall exceptions. So that will be firewall cmd dash dash the keyword permanent, and that is very important. Add service HTTP. The next one is HTTPS, and that is optional. Now let's reload our firewall. Okay, firewall has been reloaded successfully. So let's check if the changes were made successful. So that will be firewall cmd list services. Okay, so we have HTTP and HTTPS. So basically this is how we configure the Apache web services. We installed the packages. We haven't started the Apache, but we just installed, we edited the configuration file. We added to the firewall exception. And in the next video, we will proceed with our configurations. I would like to thank you for watching, and I hope this has been informative. Goodbye for now.